Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to Neeks Sports. This is your match preview for Everton versus Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal coming off the back of a draw at against Southampton at home and in desperate need of the 3 points. This is your match preview. Let's get into it. Yes. Arsenal versus Everton. A big game for Arsenal. Another big game for Arsenal. You kind of feel like every game that gets played is a big game for Arsenal. It feels like every time they, you know, drop points, it's like can they bounce back? Can they be able to manage to get anything from a game? And especially with an Everton team in form, and we'll get onto them in a second. But yeah, you're looking at an Arsenal team who are trying to get back to anywhere near where they should be. They need to improve a lot. So, guys, let me know your predicted lineups. Let me know who you think will start today. Let me know what you think the scores are going to be in the chat as well. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a win for Arsenal. That's what obviously as Arsenal fan I'm hoping for. But as you've seen for the past few weeks, we have no idea. But those of you that are here, please make sure you hit that like button. Help us out a lot. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. And just stay up to date with all the ongoings on at Neek Sports during the busy Christmas period. For those of you that would have seen last week, I predicted um, us to lose to Southampton, I think. Yeah, I predicted a loss. We lost. I predicted a loss against Southampton, but we managed to get the draw after Gabriel's red card. So we'll see what happens from there. We'll see where we go from there into today's game. In terms of the team news for today, Arsenal they've been a bit weird with their media today. I think they said that there's some unspecified injury doubts ahead of the trip to Everton today. I don't know what that means. I don't know how much that means for Arsenal. Unspecified injury doubts. I'm not quite sure where that goes, but we definitely know that Xhaka, after his red card a couple of weeks ago against Burnley, is still suspended for this game. I think he misses today's game and then the game against Man City in midweek in the League Cup. So he'll be back for the next Premier League game. And Gabriel, of course, picked up 2 yellow cards very stupidly against Southampton. So he also misses out as well. And Thomas Partey's, well, looked like a thigh injury keeps him out of that one as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens today. Ian Sasser says another loss incoming. I mean, listen, no one's walking into this game with mad optimism. I'll tell you that for a fact. No one's walking into this game thinking that Arsenal will definitely get the 3 points. We'll definitely win today. Um, Hoping for a win, but I mean, going to Goodison Park ain't easy, as Chelsea found out before. So there's no way we're going to be walking in expecting that we're going to win this by far. Not at all, not at all. Obviously, a lot of pressure on Arteta. People saying, when is he going to win again? When is he going to get Arsenal back to it? What we do know, again, as I mentioned last week, that obviously he's been backed by Edu, he's been backed by the board. The reality is his players need to step up. Like, yes, as a manager, you could help with that situation, of course, but the players themselves need to really put a graft in for the team, and they need to really show how much they're gonna fight for him because he's doing what he can tactically, and the players really are not executing that as well. So it's obviously a bit of both. I'm not giving Arteta any flack whatsoever. No, sorry, I'm not giving him any room to get away with it whatsoever. I'm giving him all the stick as well. But the players have got to dig their heels in and help Arsenal get out of this mess. Josh Daniel says, "Are you Arteta out?" I'm not Arteta out at the moment. Actually, I know a lot of fans are. Well, some fans are, I should say. The reason I'm not Arteta out is because I'm in the mindset of I want to give him more time. I always said with Arteta being a young manager, he's going to come and make mistakes, and he's not going to get things right straight away. The fact that he has obviously come in and brought us a trophy, which isn't massive, it's not huge, it's not something we may remember in years to come, but I don't want to see a man just get sacked. And also, just the way we're going, we made him manager. He's not head coach, remember? As Emery was, he's now been upgraded to a manager. And I feel like as a manager, you need more time. You need time to go through the route, to go through the tired and tested times and come through it. So I'm not here screaming, Arteta's got to go. This is his last game. Rah, rah, rah. But of course, if things are still heading in the wrong direction, in lots more games to come, then people will be asking the question. And every time he doesn't win a game, we'll get asked the question: Is it time for him to go? Listen, I think he may get away with it this season, where there is no consistency across the board. I know we're starting to see the top teams now rising to the creme de la creme. The Liverpool's, Man City's are picking up wins. Spurs, of course, up there. Chelsea and Man United. So it looks bad on us when they start picking up form. But for the rest of the league, it's still like you're 2 wins away from a decent place in the table. We win our next 2 games and we're in a sort of a better position. But it's about when you get those wins and where they come from. Because at the moment, they're not even looking like I could have said that 4 games ago, and we're still here in 15th place. And so we need a massive turnaround now. We need the players to step up and produce results. And reality is we need wins. And I know it's going to be a tough game against Everton, but we have to go into it going for a win. That's like that's we can't go and try and get a draw, try and nick a result. We've got to go in to beat Everton. And there are ways you can get at them. It's just about how good we will be. But yeah, we need a response. I kind of feel like we'll get a response today because there was a lot of listen. The way we played hasn't been great. However, against Burnley, we were the better team. Against Southampton, there was periods in that game, especially in the second half, where I felt like we can go on and win the game. Especially we pulled it back to 1-1, and I felt like we were gonna actually could go on and win the game. Then we a lack of discipline again from Gabriel, and it's a different type of discipline, we're not talking about the petulance of a headbutt or a grab like Xhaka and Pepe. We're talking about nonchalant second yellows, and you want a yellow card, you're still doing dumbness. So we're talking about that sort of type of discipline that needs to be cut out. Arteta's got to cut them out. We cannot end this. All I want is to end this game with 11 men and give us a chance of winning the game. Nothing stupid, nothing silly. Stay on the pitch. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think I'm asking for much. So asking the boys to stay on the pitch. But yeah, I'm hoping that of course we'll pick up something from this game, and that we'll go in with a lot more confidence than we have had before. And Everton is actually a team we tend to beat a lot. Like it's not we play them a lot, obviously in the Premier League, and we do tend to get results against them. But obviously, we're talking about a completely different Everton side. We're talking about a completely different Arsenal side. Carlo Ancelotti's obviously at the helm at Everton, who's got way more experience than Mikel's got here. Some even saying that they would have preferred Ancelotti in. Obviously, he was already in the well, he was. It was around the same time Arteta and Ancelotti got appointed, I think, last year, if I remember correctly. So yeah, man, it'll be an interesting game, definitely interesting set of tactics. Both managers are quite tactical, so we'll see two probably very different formations, but two very tactical formations. And so without further ado, I'll go into the lineup that I would like to see Arteta play today. Not the lineup that I think that other people will be playing today. So I don't want to go with what I think Arteta will do. I want to go with what I would do if I was Arteta. So I'm gonna go with a. Gonna bring this up here. Bear me a second. All right, so I'm gonna go with Leno in goal. Leno's been good. I don't blame him for many of the goals he conceded. Some are being harsh on him, and he should be making more saves, but not for me really. I think he's been good. I'm actually gonna go with a 4-3-4-3. Arteta went back to it this week, and I think he will. I'm happy that he did, and I think he will stay. He'll stick with it for at least this week. In at centre back, David Luiz came in and was brilliant in the second half after Gabriel's red card. Really helped us steady the ship and take home a point. So he'll go straight into the team. I'm going to go with Tierney. I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney next to him as a left centre back. Thought he played okay against Southampton, but um, he has played well in there before, so I'd like to see him come back in there again. And right centre back, I will go with. I'll go with Rob Holding. Could have got himself a goal. Could have got himself a goal against Southampton. Hit the bar, and I think he actually played very well. Cleared a lot of balls against Southampton. And again, a player that's come under stick. I'm not saying he's our best centre back. I'm not saying he should be there in the long term. But with Gabriel out, I definitely have Holding in there over the likes of Mustafi. I do like Pablo Mari. I know he came back in, but I'm not sure if it's too soon for him to come in and start a game of this magnitude against Everton. So on the right side of the four, I think Bellerin will come back in, or I'll bring Bellerin back in. Was he suspended against Southampton? So yeah, he comes back in. He got picked up yellow against Burnley, suspended against Southampton. So I think he goes back in there. Danny Ceballos. I think will play next to El Neni. Of course, as I said, no Party, no Xhaka. So I think this is the sensible thing to do. I had Willock in there last week, but as I go 3-4-3, I'm going to go back with them two in the middle. And on the left, I'm going to put Maitland-Niles. He's played in this position before, left wing back. When we won the FA Cup, he played there. People would seem to forget that was his position towards the end of last season with Saka. So I'm going to play him there again. I just feel like he had a good game, and it would be nice to keep his position on the field of play. So I'm going to keep him up there. I want Pepe to start again. I do really want Pepe to start again. I don't think he should be dropped again, because I know he didn't have the best of games, but I want him to start again. His image isn't available. I want to start again. I don't want to see him dropped, because I want him to get some consistency of game so he can put a run together. I'm going to go up top first. I'm going to go with Aubameyang. Obviously got his goal, and all he needs to do is get back onto the field and just keep playing, man, for me. And I'm going to put Saka on the left. Now, we've not actually seen this. We've not actually seen Saka play ahead of Maitland-Niles before. And I would like to see how it would work with Tierney, Maitland-Niles, and Saka all on that left-hand side, as well, with Aubameyang as well up top. Just want to see how it works, how the balance is. Now, the likelihood is that it probably won't happen. I'm not saying this is the team that Arteta will play. I just would like to see, whether that will make a difference to us defensively. Would it help us in transition? Because Maitland-Niles is a good carry the ball when he wants to be, and he can easily go to a 4-3-3 in that formation as well, with Bellerin dropping back in, Maitland-Niles going into centre mid. How he did it a lot towards the end of last season. So yeah, I'll be interested to see whether that's something Arteta will go with. Personally, I think he may end up going with Lacazette up top again. And maybe taking out Maitland-Niles, moving Saka back and Aubameyang back wide. But yeah, Lacazette hasn't really impressed, nor has Eddie Nketiah last game. So yeah, we'll see what Arteta does go with in the end. But that's the team that I think Arteta will go with: a 3-4-3. Leno, Holding, Luiz, Tierney, Bellerin, Ceballos, Neni, Maitland-Niles, and a front three of Pepe, Aubameyang, and Saka. And yeah, so we're playing obviously an inform, as I said before, inform Everton team. Look really good. Look like a good team going forward. Obviously in a bit of form. The plus side is that there's no James Rodriguez, and Alan is also injured apparently. So that's good for us, because hopefully it means that we get a bit more dominance in the midfield with Doucouré in there. Obviously Alex Iwobi probably plays against his former side. I'm hoping he doesn't do a Theo against us and score. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think they do have Seamus Coleman back, so we need to be careful with them balls in from the right, especially with the form that Richarlison and Duncan. Well, I was going to say Duncan Calvert-Lewin, because he's playing like Duncan Ferguson, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. So interesting. We'll see. Obviously, as you guys know, I do my Ramsey versus Arsenal one today. I'm predicting a 1-1 draw, which I actually don't want. I want us to win this game, and I don't even want to draw because we've drew against Southampton, and I think we just need a win badly. So I'm hoping for a win, but I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. Guys, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Whether you think we'll be able to win today, and we'll see. We'll see if Arsenal can finally pick up a win after so long without one. Guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to Neeks Sports if you're new around here. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks, guys.